Divorce is all about second chance. How many of you agree with this? Are you sure? Then why girls are committing suicide in trouble marriages? Why we are getting emotional fools? Why we are thinking so much and going into depression? Why can't we realize and overcome from pain? I know it is hard. Start to deal with it and start new life. Instead, committing suicide, getting tortured and getting killed by with your cruel husband and in-laws. So today, to inspire you, I came with a small story of a strong woman who has faced same situation like you and me, and today she is one of the top entrepreneur and has net worth of 2000 crores. Yes, none other than Kalpana Saroj. Kalpana Saroj life is a classic rags to riches story. She was not just born in poor, she was also born in Dalit family. Dalit is also known as untouchables, are the bottom of the society according to traditional Indian caste system. Kalpana says that girls were seen as a burden on their families, and educating girls were also seen as a waste. The norm at the time was for girls to get married young. Her father buckled under the pressure of the community. He took out of her school in the 7th grade. He then married her to a 22 years old man. Kalpana was just 12 years old. Her in-laws forbade her from writing home and they had no telephone. She felt completely alone. If the house was not clean enough, if the food was too salty or burnt, Kalpana was beaten. She was regularly kicked, punched and emotionally abused. 6 months after her marriage, her father came to visit. He was shocked to find her staved with ripped clothes and tangled hairs. Her husband's brother told him, "See what she is like. If she does not shape up, I will strip her and hang her from a tree." Her father was horrified and said he would take her home. But her new family refused and said now Kalpana is theirs. But his father returned next day and took Kalpana back to home. One day, while her aunt was cooking dinner, Kalpana went to next room. She drank 3 bottles of rat poison. Her aunt found her frothing at the mouth and screamed. Kalpana fell into coma and eventually she recovered. Kalpana moved to Mumbai, where she got a job at a factory. She was unable to work at sewing machine. Kalpana picked the lint of the fabric, where she paid 2 rupees per day. But she was ambitious. While her co-workers went to lunch, Kalpana practiced on sewing machine. After some time, Kalpana was promoted as a tailor and making 400 per day. It was the first happiness in 15 years. She said she has earned millions, but that initial 400 was most satisfying for Kalpana. Kalpana saved her money and eventually she was ready to start business with other poor people. but ambitious woman, she got a business loan from the government. She started her own furniture business and it thrived it. Kalpana started making name for herself as a savvy business woman. Kalpana next invested in a real estate and development. Later, Kalpana planned to move from real estate and invested in sugar company. And finally, her most audacious deal, buying Kalpani Tubes. It was a company of $24 million of debt and mired in lawsuits. She said only a mad person can invest in a company worth $16 million without no profit, and that person is me. Kalpana's Midas touch turned the company, and today it's worth over $100 million company. Kalpana is not just for herself. She takes pride to giving back to her community. She returned back to her village and started schools and given jobs for abused women and created NGO to help poor people to get government loan. Kalpana says Ivy League degree and fancy MBAs are not make an entrepreneur. Great perseverance and having superhuman ability, faith in yourself to do. So I hope Kalpana's story has inspired you. So divorce is all about second chance. Let's start a new life and create a benchmark to other women who are going through same situation, and let them inspire from your story and live instead committing suicide. Thank you and thanks for watching full video, and please subscribe to the channel to support other women.